Good evening to one and all present here. I welcome you all to Pragnavaridhi lecture series Panchajanya, the divine count of Bhagwan Sri Krishna, which was blown during Kurukshetra, indicating the start of Dharma Yuddha that followed. There, all the efforts were done for the establishment of Dharma. Dharma was kept over personal relations and motives. Keeping the same motive in our mind, organization will work towards establishing the importance and necessity of following and imbibing the Bharatiya culture, accepting our roots, and making people realize the true essence of Ayurveda, not only as a treatment modality but also as a way of life. All these while walking in the path of Dharma. Hence the motto Shreyam Bharatiyam Arogyam Ayurvediyam. The founders of this organization started this because we felt the need to spread the knowledge of Bharatiya culture, Ayurveda, the true history of Bharata Rashtra, and values to all strata of people in every corner of the world. Also, the founders, being Ayurveda aspirants, know the inside out of today's medical field. Hence, they aim to make people aware of this and also try their best to solve this on the go. Our main goal is to reach every individual in creating awareness of our ancient knowledge and wisdom, its efficacy in the modern era, and link with current ongoing affairs, its revival, and most importantly, bringing everyone together in working towards establishing a stronger system. With this aim in our mind, I welcome you all to Pragnavaridhi lecture series conducted for the first year students. Today we have Vaidya Nagarajnaik Chavhan sir, who will be teaching the topic Dravya Vijnana. Sir is presently working as an assistant professor in the Department of Samhita Siddhanta in JAMC Bengaluru. Sir has completed UG from Sri C.B. Guttal Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital. Sir published 7 articles in various national and international journals. Sir has presented 7 scientific papers in various national and international conferences with 1 Best Paper Award. Sir has worked as a member in new syllabus framing committee of Padartha Vijnana by NCISM. Sir has a teaching experience of 4.5 years with innovating teaching and learning techniques in Samhita Siddhanta. We are very honored to have you in this session, sir. We welcome you to the session and handing over the session to you, sir.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Pratiksha. So, good evening, one and all. So, Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. And I thank the team Pancha for giving me an opportunity to share few experiences and the tips to the exam going batch students. Actually, it's a very good work done by the team. And I wish you all the best to the team and do the same work to in the future also and for the sake of Ayurveda too. So without wasting much time, we'll move to the topic proper. Okay, so Dravya Vijnaniya, very much important topic in the Padartha Vijnana and even in clinical practice also. So we come across many dravyas, whatever we are going to use in our clinical practice and all. So when it comes to the Shat Padartha, Dravya, Guna, Karma, Samanya, Vishesha, Samavaya. So among them, the Dravya is a one. So where Vaisheshika or different authors were mentions about the particular the concept called Dravya, and even Acharya Charaka also in Charaka Sutra Sthana first chapter, Samanyam cha Vishesham cha Gunan Dravyani Karma cha Samavayam cha Tajnatva Tantroktam Vidimastita. So from there, the concept of Dravya has been added. So coming to the introduction, so it is the substratum of properties and actions. Dravya means the drug in this context particularly. So any substance can be considered here. Drug was studied extensively and invasively in ancient times. In Rig Veda, we found the Oshadhi Sukta, the dealing with the nature and classification of the drugs. So Acharya Charaka has classified from various angles, like according to the source, based on the effect, based on the dosha, and based on the composition, based on its property and actions and all. Then the marvelous part of the Charaka Samhita is described of a description of 50 groups of drugs. to their main action. Similarly, the classification found in the Sushruta Samhita also, where 37 Gana has been mentioned. And in this connection to the broad proposition are established. There is no substance which cannot be used as a drug. So all the drugs or the dravyas are composed of 5 bhutas or mahabhutas. So then the nirukti of the dravya, the word dravya is derived from dhru, gato, dhatu, yat pratyaya. So dravya, dhru plus yat. The root meaning of the dravya is gati or the jnana or gamana or prapti. So coming to the lakshanas, yatrashitaha karma gunaha karanam samavayi yat tat dravyam. The padartha in which guna and karma resides with the inseparable relationship, that is known as dravya. So there are different lakshanas I have mentioned here. I don't want to go in detail. Okay, so probably the exam going batch. So hope all the shlokas are recited by everyone. So if you have not, then try to revise once how much it is possible now. So don't give more stress to the shlokas at present time. So kriya gunavat samavai, where there is a kriya and the guna. Dravya lakshanantu kriya gunavat. Then rasadinam panchanam bhutanam yadashreya bhutam. So where the rasa adi are recited with the pancha mahabhuta or pancha bhuta predominant in the particular dravyas. Then so the dravya has the dravyatva jati guna karma in samavaya sambandha is the samavayi karana for the dravya guna and karma. So Tarka Sangraha explains the 4 lakshana for the dravya: dravyatva jati, gunatva, and kriyavatva and samavayi karana. So dravya classification, when it goes to the classification, in the beginning itself I have mentioned there are many classification can be done or can be classified based on different actions. So dravya is classified on the basis of following factors as karya and karana dravya, based on the utpatti bheda, based on the prayoga or the usage of the dravya, then rasa bheda, then prabhava bheda, ahara bheda, as per Charaka and the Sushruta, then karma bheda. So coming to the same classification, in particularly to the karya dravya, saindriyam, chetanam, dravyam, nirindriyam, acetanam. So the chetana and the indriya togetherly, the dravya, the nirindriyam. Without the chetana, that type of dravya is considered as achetana. Then coming to the flow chart, so karya dravya has been classified into 2 basically, chetana and achetana. So once again, the chetana dravya has been classified into 2, antas chetana, bahirantas chetana. So antas chetana, vanaspati, vanaspatya, oshada and viruda. Then bahirantas chetana, jarayuja, andaja, swedaja, udbija. So then coming to the achetana, prakrutika and krutrima are the 2 types. So antas chetana dravyas, falair vanaspatihi, pushpair vanaspatyaha falairapi, aushadhyah falapakantah, pratanair virudah smrutaha. Okay. Then jangama. So vanaspati here. So vanaspati means the phala without pushpa. Then the example is udumbara. Then vanaspatya, pushpa and phala. For example, mango or any flower and the fruit bearing plants can be considered there. Then virudha, the pratana, like creepers and all, like guduchi and kantakari, like any creepers can be considered. Aushadi, falapakanta. So the particular plant or the creeper going to die after the phala. So for example, paddy, bamboo or any grass variety of the pulses or anything. Then achetana dravya is next is the bahirantas chetana dravyas, jangama, khalu api chaturvidaha, jarayuja, andaja, swedaja and udbija. So jarayuja, where the placental origin, andaja, the egg born, then Swedaja, born with the sweats, Yuka, Pipilika and all, then Udvijaja. These are the four types of Bahirantas Chetana. Then coming to the next, the Karana Dravyas, there are 9 in number, Navakarana Dravya. So Pancha mahabhuta plus Manas, Atma, Kala, Disha. Tatra Dravyani, Prithvi, Apteja, Vayu, Akasha, Kala, Digatmanam, Manamsi, Nava, Eva. According to Tarka Sangraha. Then the one more reference from the Charaka Sutra, the Khadinyatma, Manaha, Kalo, Dishasya, Dravya, Sangraha are the Nava Karana Dravyas. So here the one more classification, Muta Dravya, the Prithvi, Apteja, Vayu, Mana, Amurta Dravya, Akasha, Kala, Dik and Atma. So Nitya Dravya, Akasha, Kala, Dik, Atma, Mana and Tanmatra Rupa, 4 Bhutas. Then Anitya, Karya Rupa, 4 Bhutas, Prithvi, Apteja and Vayu. Then the third classification, Vyapaka, Akasha, Kala, Dik and Atma, Avyapaka, Prithvi, Apteja, Vayu and Mana. So this is about the brief introduction with the Navakarana, Karana Dravyas and Karya Dravyas. So next we'll go to the among the Navakarana Dravya, the Pancha mahabhutas. Is that visible? Hello? Hello? May I audible? So coming to the Pancha mahabhuta, iham hi dravyam Pancha bhutatmakam. So whatever the dravyas are there, everything is made up of Pancha mahabhuta. And the next sloka, Ashtangarodaya Sutrasthana, first chapter, sorry, 9th chapter, Pancha bhutatmakam tattu kshamadi adhishtaya jayate ambu yonyagni pavana nabasam samavayatah tannivrittir visheshascha vyapadeshasya bhuyasah. So how the utpatti of the rasa with the predominant of Pancha mahabhuta and how they are spreading in all over the world. So Vyapadeshasu Bhuyasah. Then Pancha plus Mahabhuta, Mahabhuta Mahanti Bhutani iti Mahabhutam, where they are spreaded in the all over the world. So Bhuta Bahirindriya Grahya Vishesha Gunavatvam. So the Pancha Mahabhutas were observed by or grasped by the Bahirindriya or Panchendriya. Then the Mahabhutani Ka Vayuragnir Apa Kshitistataha. The same sloka will explain about how the Pancha Mahabhutas has been formed. And the next is the Prithvi Mahabhuta. I don't want to go in elaborate, so probably I want to give some of the suggestions to write in exams. So Tatra Gandhavati Prithvi, these are the lakshanas of each Mahabhuta. And coming to the exam point of view, among the 5 Mahabhutas, 1 Mahabhuta, the particularly or compulsorily 1 Mahabhuta question will be asked in previous year examinations. So the pattern of presentation to be followed properly with the Lakshana and their Bheda, then Shariravayava and how the importance of the particular Mahabhuta in Sharira and all. Okay, so with this pattern, if you study the Mahabhutas, then it will be fine. And the general pattern of presentation of the Mahabhuta, the one common or simple sloka what we will get is the Bheda of the each Mahabhuta, where that has the common classifications and all. Then coming to the Prithvi Bheda especially, this sloka is very much easy to remember the students because some of the words are commonly, it is there in all the Bheda or types of Mahabhutas. So basically, and after writing the sloka, if you write the flowchart also, it is more than sufficient to gain the good marks. सद्विविधाः नित्य अनित्या च नित्य परमाणु रूपा अनित्य कार्य रूपा पुनस्त्रिविध शरीर इंद्रिय विषय भेदात् शरीर अस्मदादीनां इंद्रियं गंधग्राहकं घ्राणं नासाग्रवर्ती विषयो मृत्पाषाणादि. So this is the common thing where the classification of the mahabhuta can be done. So basically Prithvi mahabhuta has been classified into two types, nitya anitya. Then anitya is once again classified into sharira indriya and the vishaya. So the sharira refers to our body, how that particular mahabhuta has the role or which and all the organs are going to indicate. Then indriya, where the particular mahabhuta has working with a particular indriya. So coming with the Prithvi mahabhuta, the ghanendriya is going to working. Then vishaya mrut pashanadi, when it comes to the worldly entities, there the mrut pashana. So then one more question is the total gunas of each mahabhuta. There may be a chances of asking number of guna of one mahabhuta, or for example number of gunas of the parthiva mahabhuta. So total that number can be asked in the multiple choice questions. Okay, so and one more trick can be adopted in your exams is, so probably all the shlokas has been taken from the Ashtangarudaya Sutrasthana 9th chapter. In this contest especially, if you have recited the shlokas in the Ashtangarudaya 9th chapter, then it will be fine. Then these are the properties where the 14 gunas are there with the Prithvi Mahabhuta. So don't go with the individual guna and all. Okay, so then the next is the qualities of the Prithvi Mahabhuta as per Charaka. Then Parthiva Shariravayava, how or the which and all the qualities are there in the Parthiva in the Sharira with the predominant of Parthiva Mahabhuta or Prithvi Mahabhuta. So Stula Guna, Sthira Guna, Murtimat, Guru Guna, Khara, Katinam, Angam, Nakhasti. So these all will be the predominant of Parthiva Mahabhuta. Then coming to the Jala Mahabhuta, so Agni Rapaha. So after the Agni Mahabhuta, the Ap Mahabhuta, then Sita Sparshavat Apaha. Okay, so Sita Guna, when we touch, so Sattvatamo Bahula, so Rupa Sparshavatya Apo Drava Snigdaha. So these are the some of the Lakshanas I have mentioned here. Then the Bheda, once again I have told in the beginning itself. So this sloka you are supposed to recite very easily, because many of the words are commonly it is mentioned, and you can easily remember this sloka. So once again, Nitya, Nitya Rupa, Nitya Karya Rupa, those are the same. And Sharirendriya, Vishaya, Bhedatanat. Then coming to the Jala Mahabhuta Guna and their Karma, Vishesha Guna, Rasa Guna Bahulani. Okay, so Toya, Akasha, Dhatu, Prayo, Gauravasya, Shamam. So these are the Karma and the different gunas. Drava, Shita, Guru, Snigdha, Manda, Sandra, Rasolbanam. So and one more easiest way of remembering these qualities is, so when you say the up, remember the qualities or water, and based on that also you can remember the qualities while writing in the exams. Then Shariravaya Yat Drava Sara Manda Snigdha Mrudu Pichilam Rasarudiram Vasa Kapha Pitta Mutra Svedadi. So these are the Shariravayava, where these entities are being observed in the Sharira with the predominant of Jala Mahabhuta. Then coming to the Teja Mahabhuta, Vayor Agnihi. Okay, Ushna Sparshavat. When you touch it, we will have the feeling of Ushna, Teja. Sattva, Rajo, Bahula. Sattva and Raja Guna will be more. Tejo, Rupa, Sparshavat. We can see Rupa, Sparsha, touch. So that all qualities will be there. Then Ushna, Sparsha, Tejastu, Yad Rupam, Shukla, Bhaswaram. How the color or how it looks. naimittikam dravatvam tu nitya tadi cha purvavat. So based on the general qualities whatever we will observe, so in that way you are supposed to remember. So then once again with the bheda, so bit more qualities has been added with the teja mahabhuta, but the similar terms are there, so you can remember easily. So commonly you just uh, you can make your own ways to remember this sloka very easily, and uh, try to remember. Otherwise, if you are now you don't have time to revise or recite the slokas, at least try to remember the the flow charts. Then it will be good for your scoring or passing in the exams. So this is about the teja mahabhuta bheda. So then Agneya Mahabhuta Guna Karma Ruksha Guna Tikshno Ushnata Vishada Sukshma Rupa Guna Ulbanam. Okay, then Agneyam Daha Prabhavarana Prakasha Prakasha Pachanatmakam. So Pachana, digestion and all. Okay, so Ushna Tikshna Sukshma Laghu Ruksha Vishada Rupa Guna Bahulani Agneyani Tani Daha Paka Prabha Prakasha Varna Karani. These are all the guna and karmas of the Agneya Mahabhuta. Then how the Agneya Mahabhuta will be there in the Sharira? Yat Pitta Ushna, whatever the Pitta qualities, then Ushnata in the body. Cha Yo Ya Cha Bha Sharire. Okay, the complexion of the Sharira. Tat Sarvam Agneya Rupam Darshanam. So these are the Sharira Avayava of the Tejasa Mahabhuta. Then coming to the Vayu Mahabhuta. So Rupa Rahita Sparshavan. There is no Rupa. Akashad Vayuhu. Okay. Then we know Vagati Gandhana Yuhu. Then Rajo Bahula. Rajo Guna will be predominant in Vayu Mahabhuta. These are the basic terms where you will come here and there. The terms can be added and try to remember the small quotations. Anushna Shita Sparshavan. Sometime we may experience the hotness and coldness or mixed. Then one more general term we remember, Pittam Pangu, Kafam Pangu, Pangu Maladhatavaha. So with that sloka also will give the Lakshana of the Vayu where we can write. Okay, so this can be taken from Kriya or any other places where we can add this sloka to here also. If you have recited these slokas, then make a logic to add it in this context also. Then Vayu Mahabhuta Bheda. So once again, the same explanation whatever I have told. Okay, so Nitya, Nitya, Sharira, Indriya, Vishaya, Bhedena, different classification of the Vayu Mahabhuta, and the number of qualities on or the Lakshana or the Karma, that number to be remembered. The Guna of the Vayu has to be remembered. So these among any one among the Pancha Mahabhuta, number of gunas like 19, like 16, like 9 gunas with the different Mahabhutas can be asked in the multiple choice questions especially. So coming to the Vayu Guna, Vayavyam, Ruksha Vishadam, Lagu Sparsha Guna Ulbanam. Okay, so it's a Ruksha Vishadha, Lagu Sparsha Guna Ulbana. Roksha Laghava Vaishadya Vichara Glanikarakam. Where the different qualities of the Vayu Mahabhuta. Then the Lagutva in the body, Shitatva, Rukshata in the body, Kara, Vishada, Sukshma. So here one more commonly the reciting sloka is Vata Guna in generally Ashtanga Hridaya. Okay, so that sloka can also be added over here. Okay, then Sharira Avayava, when it comes to the Sharira Avayava, Yadrucha Swasa, Prashwasa, Nimesha, Unmesha. So all the breathing activities, whatever we'll do, inspiration, expiration, exhale. Okay, so Prashwasa, Nimesha, Unmesha, closing of the eyelids. Okay, movement and all. Whatever the momentary actions or movements will be there in the body, that all will be done or controlled by the Vayu Mahabhuta. Then coming to the Akasha Mahabhuta, Shabda Gunakam Akasham, Okay, asamantat vyaptam iti akasham. Then the sattva bahula, sattva guna will be more. Samavayena shabdashraya, ashraya with the shabda. Then tacha ekam vibhu nitya, it is the one which has the vibhu and nitya quality. Akashasya tu vigneya shabdo vaisheshiko gunaha. So akasha as the special guna is shabda. Then the nishkramanam pravesham iti akashasya lingam. So nishkramana is the one more lakshana of the akasha mahabhuta. Then akasha mahabhuta guna and the karma nabasam sukshma vishada lagu shabda guna ulbanam. Okay, so these are the nabasa, mahabhuta, guna and karma. So coming to the Paraspara Anupravesha, so when we'll come across with the Paraspara Anupravesha, so here the concept is every Mahabhuta has made up of with the all five Mahabhutas, and the one Mahabhuta will be predominant in that. Based on that, the particular Mahabhuta is going to exhibit. In the same way, the different authors has given the opinion about Paraspara Anupravesha or Anyunyanupravesha. So Acharya Shankaracharya mentions as like Panchikarana Siddhanta. So the how the all the Mahabhutas are there in one part individually. Then half of that Mahabhuta will be the only one Mahabhuta. So with that, the all the five Mahabhuta together and the Panchikarana, all the five Mahabhuta are there in one Mahabhuta, and which one is the dominant, that is going to exhibit its the characteristics. So Anyunyanu pravishtani sarvani etani nirdishet sve sve dravye tu sarvesham vyakta lakshanam ishyate. So all the Mahabhutas with the dominance of one Mahabhuta, the Vyakta Lakshana of the Swayam. Okay, so that is what the explanation. So Paraspara Samsargat, Paraspara Anugrahat, Paraspara Anupraveshacha Sarveshu, Sarvesham Sanidhyam Yasti. So Utkarsha Apakarsha tu Grahanam. So how all the Mahabhutas are going to involve, and they are going to exhibit with the one Mahabhuta as a individual. Then the Uttarottaranupravesha, the concept has been mentioned by Acharya Charaka. Tesham eka guno purva gunaruddhihi pare pare. So when basically it is started from the Akasha, so one Mahabhuta with the one more quality adding, and Uttarottara Anupravesha of the Mahabhuta is going to form and exhibiting the individual Mahabhuta. So this is what the Panchikarana Siddhanta were propounded by the Shankaracharya. So how the in a one Mahabhuta, all the five Mahabhuta, so half of the one, if you consider the one portion, then among that the half portion of the one individual Mahabhuta will be the one Mahabhuta dominant, and the remaining half portion will be combined by the all four other Mahabhutas. So that is what the Panchikarana Siddhanta. So tatra sattva bahulam akasham rajo bahula vayuhu sattva rajo bahulo agni sattva tamo bahula apaha tamo bahula prithvi. So this is how the sequence of Mahabhutas are going to form, and the one Mahabhuta finally it is going to exhibit. So there are many references I have collected here. So I won't go in detail individually. So just go with the textbooks. The finally whatever the Mahabhuta you are going to write. So at last compulsorily you have to write the practical application of the Pancha Mahabhuta, or it may be the Prithvi Mahabhuta, or any one Mahabhuta if they ask directly. So your answer will be start from the Lakshana. Then it's Bheda, then it's Guna, it's Karma, and it's practical utility. That sequence has to be followed by the student, and in the same way you are supposed to present. And at last when you will write the practical application, so there the evaluators are going to observe more over that particularly. Okay, so very basically we know Sarvam Dravyam Pancha Bhautikatvam, then Mahabhutanekam Vayuragnirapa Kshitistataha. These where the applicability will comes with the Panchendriya and the Mahabhuta, how they are going to functioning of the Panchendriya with the dominance of Pancha Mahabhuta. Then Karadrava Chala Ushnatvam भूजलानि भूजल अनिल तेजसाम so akashasya pratighato drushnam lingam yatakramam. So in the sequence, same way how they are going to exhibit their characteristics. So then sparshanendriya gocharam, sparshanendriya gneyah, sparsho hi saviparyaya. So that is what the one more function of the mahabhutas. Then garbhastu khalu antari antariksha vayu agni teja bhumi vikaras chetana adhisthana bhutaha. So where the garbha formation, in that context also the pancha mahabhuta role has been observed or are mentioned. Ekaikadika yuktani khadini nam indriyani tu. So pancha karmanu yani yebhyo buddhi pravartate. So this is how so all the pancha mahabhuta will having the indriya connection. With that the karmas are going to exhibit. Then once again the bhumi apagneya vayavyaha panchoshmana sanavasaha. So based on the mahabhuta itself the explanation has been mentioned. Then sattva baloma akasham rajo bahula vayu. So which guna has been predominant in the particular mahabhuta, and that also can be added under the practical applicability. So then once again you have all of you have been recited this sloka, I think so. So tam chetana vastitam vayur vibhajati, okay, teja yenam pachati. So that sloka can also be added under the practical utility of the pancha mahabhuta. So then the pancha mahabhuta sharira samavaya purusha. So while explaining the context of purusha also the pancha mahabhuta has been mentioned. Then prakritim iha naranam bhautikam kechidahu pachana dahana toyehi. The different activities whatever will come across in our routine or in our body, that all will be comes with the context of the different mahabhuta, and each mahabhuta will place on giving the particular karma in the particular conditions. That is what the sthira vipula sharira parthivascha kshamavan and all. Okay, so then panchabhutatmake dehe hi ahara panchabhautikaha. So ahara is also made up of panchama bhautika predominant. Then while classification the vipaka also that will be continuous. Then tatra prithvi ap teja vayu akashanam samudayat dravya vibhir nivrittihi utkarshastvam abhivanjako bhavanti idam parthivam idam. So the how individual mahabhutas once again in a different the karmas are going to exhibit. Then the hope this sloka is also very familiar with all. Ashtanga Sutrasthana 10th chapter, how the rasa utpatti has been happened with the predominant of the mahabhutas. Okay, so this sloka also we have recited. So that sloka can also be added in the practical utility of the mahabhuta. So vayu akasha dhatubhyam vayuhu agneyam pittam ambha prithvibhyam sleshma. So with the respect to the doshik predominance also the pancha mahabhutas are involving with the doshas too. So there we have completed with the pancha mahabhuta. So among the navakarana dravya I have explained all 5 pancha mahabhutas. So here we'll stop with the navakarana dravya topic, and next we'll go with the exam tricks, which is very essential to all here. So I have taken some of the informations whichever it is available in the syllabus where we may come across, or in many of the colleges of your faculties have explained, but some student may not aware of these things. If you know, then it's good. If you don't know, then we'll try to convey you the way of writing. So exam writing techniques now. Okay, so first and foremost we should give a look to the blueprint of the Padartha Vijnana, where it has been there in the end of the syllabus. So coming to the Padartha Vijnana paper 1, so my maximum marks was the 100. I am speaking in particular to the theory itself, theory only. So time was 3 hours. So 4 questions of long answer questions, each carrying 10 marks. 8 questions, short answers. Each question carries 5 marks. Then 20 questions of a multiple choice. Each question carries 1 mark. So long answer questions. So if any students has not thoroughly studied, still you have the 10 days to cover the syllabus. Or you have some other easiest way of concentrating more. Okay. So if you expect 10 marks questions, no. So these are the fixed topic. Apart from this topics, they won't ask 10 marks or long essay question. So probably the Ayurveda Nirupana or the Padartha and the Darshana Nirupana, both the topics. Among these two, one 10 marks question will be asked. Then Dravya Vijnaniya, so the one question and the topic number is the third. Okay, so all the level is must to know based questions only. Then the third question will be asked either it from the Guna Vijnaniya or Karma Vijnaniya. Okay, so these are the fixed points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are total 8 points or 9 points in the total syllabus. Here you have to concentrate only the 7 topics for the long essay questions. Okay, of course you have to read all the things, but still if you want to make you to be comfortable, then you can follow these. So then coming to the short answers, so 8 questions which carries 5 marks each. Okay, so one question from the Ayurveda Nirupana, one question from the Darshana Nirupana, then one question from the Dravya, one question from the Guna, one question from the Karma, either Samanya or Vishesha togetherly one question, Samanya, Samavaya and Abhava togetherly one question, Dravya or Guna togetherly one question. So totally all the level is must to know and desirable to know questions, and 7 questions from the must to know topics, one question from desirable to know. Okay, then the multiple choice questions in the paper 1. So from each topic, one question compulsorily, or two question will ask. So especially from the topic number first, only one question will be asked. So total 2 questions from each. Okay, so this is how the 15 must know topic or 15 questions from must to know topics, and 3 questions from the desirable to know topics, and 2 questions from the nice to know. Probably the nice to know topics can be segregated and make it particularly that 2 questions will be asked from the multiple choice variant. So coming to the Padartha Vijnana paper 1, so maximum marks were 100, so time 3 hours. So same, 4 questions long answer with the 10 marks each, 8 questions short answers 5 marks each, 20 questions of multiple choice, each question carries 1 mark. Then coming to the long answers, so pramana or aptopadesha pramana or pariksha, one question will be asked, and that question number also won't change. First question number 1 will be from these 2 topics only. Okay, so question number 2 will be from pratyaksha pramana, then question number 3 will be from anumana pramana, karya karana siddhanta was the 4th question. Remaining other pramanas are there. You are supposed to not prepare for the 10 marks questions. So obviously if it is not there, then it will comes under the short essay questions. Okay, and all are from must to know variety of questions. Then short answer questions. So pramana, 1 5 marks question, aptopadesha, 1 5 marks question, pratyaksha, 1 5 marks question, then anumana pramana, yukti, upamana, karyakarana, and pratyaksha anumana or pratyaksha or anumana. So here you have the choices. Okay, so probability of more questions asking on anumana and the pratyaksha. So concentrate more on these 2 topics bit more. Okay, then total seven questions from the must to know, then one question from the desirable to know. So total 8 questions of carrying 5 marks. So total 40 marks. So these things to be concentrated and plan accordingly. So these are the multiple choice questions where you are supposed to concentrate. Okay. So compulsorily two questions from each topic will be asked. Okay. Then three question will be from topic number 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 4. Okay. So 5, 6 will be on the syllabus point or topic point 5 and 6. So two questions will be asked. Okay. So total 15 multiple choice questions. 15 from the 15 from the must to know, 3 from the desirable to know, 2 from the nice to know topics. Then, so in generally in the beginning, I told while writing the mahabhutas, so this general pattern can be follow in writing the Padartha Vijnana paper especially. So probably evaluators are expecting these subheadings in your paper. So when it comes to the paper presentation, especially to the topics of Padartha Vijnana, so almost all the topic except some one or two, so we have the same pattern. So this pattern with the subheadings can be written, no? So then it will be easy to score. So these subheadings has to be written and you have to underline. Okay. So these are the pattern of presentation. So first you will write the definition or the nirukti, 1 or 2 line sloka there. Then lakshana, as per your convenient. If you have recited the slokas, try to recite the sloka. And many of the students will get the doubt that the same sloka is there, same meaning is there for different slokas. Why should write all the meanings? And we will write only the slokas. At last, only one line English explanation will write. So don't do that. So that will looks odd in your examination. So try to write at least one line shloka, and then the general or the whatever the explanation is there, that much. So if you write along with the shloka with explanation, that will be the good, or that will be fine. Okay. So if you still if you want to specify a minimum 6 to 8 or at least 6 to 7 lakshanas, and some of the topics were not having more than 5 slokas as a lakshanas. So one line small slokas are there, no? So try to recite and add it in the lakshanas especially. Okay. Then coming to the next topic, next subheading of your presentation is the bheda or the classification. And while writing the classification, if you know the shloka, try to write. If you don't know, then put the flowchart properly. Then after writing the flowchart, give the explanation for each type of classifications. Then any other special entity, like some of the topics may have like mana. Okay, manas, we have the guna and karma separately. So subheadings are there. So like that in any other topics, if you have any special entity related to the particular the concept or the padartha, then you add with that to be in your subheadings, guna or the karma, like that. With that subheading, if you write, no, it will looks nice, and evaluators may give the good marks for you. Okay, then at last, don't try to forget. Even I told while explaining the Pancha mahabhuta, the practical utility or importance of a particular padartha in Ayurveda. Okay, so that is very essential. Write whatever it is, wherever if you require the shloka, try to write the shloka. Otherwise, don't hesitate to write at least the explanation. Okay, so don't leave there. So this point is expecting from you how that padartha is going to utilize it, or how much it is important, and based on that, the evaluators are going to assess how the student will apply this padartha or concept in his or her clinical practice. That was the expectation. So concentrate more, and these 5 subheadings with the underline. Okay, so that will be good for your paper presentation and to attract the evaluator to give more marks. So I wanted to give some of the general instructions. So I'm here sharing with the only Padartha Vijnana blueprint, especially. Then give a look on to the blueprint of the different subjects or all other subjects. So there you have some the key points to revise which topics to be concentrated more. Then follow the time management in exam hall properly. Okay, so don't sit blindly, or don't write only one question with continuously and all. Okay, so don't leave the direct questions directly. Direct questions don't leave. It won't be the benefited to you, or either with the university or either with the faculties. Okay, so try to attempt with the proper time management. So try to attend all the questions first, then follow the instructions given by the invigilators. There are some OMR filling details are there. So how they give the instructions, follow their instructions, and you have 3 hours and 100 marks in each paper. So 3 hours time and 100 marks paper in 100 marks in each paper. Okay. So how it can be managed still more? So 3 hours is equal to 180 minutes. So 1 mark carries 1.8 minutes. Okay, so approximately for 10 marks question, approximately you will get 18 to 20 minutes. If you, yes, of course, you will get the 18 minutes only, but if you balance here and there, so 18 to 20 minutes with the 5 printed pages only. Okay, there are pages are already printed with the question number 2, with the page number. So then within 18 minutes or max to max 20 minutes, you have to finish the longest questions. So then for 5 marks question, approximately you will get 9 to 10 minutes with the 3 printed pages. Okay, so within 9 to 10 minutes, you have to finish the 5 marks question within 3 pages. Okay, so remaining for 1 marks questions, you will get approximately 36 minutes. So here you have the one more option that you can manage the time and you can save the time while writing the multiple choice questions. Okay, so if you need still more time to write the long essay and the short essays, so try to finish the multiple choice questions as early as possible. Then make the time to write in the long essay and short essay questions. Okay, then while attending the multiple choices, you can save the time and you can use in essay type of questions, attend the questions or start writing as per your convenience, but manage the time as above mentioned. Okay, so both the way of sequence can be followed with the proper time management attempt in the questions, long essay to multiple choice or vice versa. Okay, so what I wanted to say in this point particularly is, so if you want to start with the long essay first, so start, no issues, but time maintenance is very essential. Okay, so according to the time allotted by the university, you have 18 to 20 minutes. So after 18 or 20 minutes, you have to stop the longest question if you have started in the beginning. Okay, every 18 to 20 minutes, if you stop the writing and go to the next question. Otherwise, if you waste more time in writing only one question, no, so definitely it will makes to lose the direct questions, to leave the direct questions in the further questions. Okay, so don't make that mistake. So otherwise, if you want to start with the multiple choice first, okay, so it's a bit advantageable because whenever the number of questions are going to attempted, no, so mental stress of the individual is going to reduce. So this was observed by the experience by many of you, I think so. Okay, so in the better if you start with the multiple choice, then that is also good, but time management is very essential and don't do any mistakes. Okay, so if you want to start from the 10 marks long essays, no issues. If you want to start with the multiple choice, no issues, but be attentive on the time how you are going to manage in the examination hall. Okay, so both the way of presentation is good, but it is depending upon how depending upon you, that how you are going to manage the timings. Okay, so as I used to suggest the students, better you start with the multiple choice question first, then short essay, then go with the long essay. So you can follow this also, but try to manage the timings. Okay, so why I used to suggest is, if you attempt from the multiple choice, no, the number of questions reducing, then you will be very happy that yes, I have attempted this many questions, only 2 are there, only 5 are there, so only this many. So then you can write it easily and you can easily remember the answers whatever you have studied. Okay, so that is what the reason behind that, and it is not so mandatory that follow what I have told or what I have conveyed. So no need. So do as per your convenience, but try to manage the time whatever I have given in the previous slides. Okay, so with this I will conclude. Wish you all the best. And thank you, Panchajanya, once again for giving me an opportunity. And thank you all for patience hearing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for this beautiful session. Thank you for sharing the tips, and everything was very neatly explained. And very sure many would have benefited from this. Thank you for accepting our invitation, and despite being busy, you took up one session. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.